Dear David Lammy, do you even have a tongue? Because you're like a ghost in the town that I'm from. You carved an image for yourself as Tottenham's good old son. From the mean streets of Tottenham to a backbench bum. Silent when it's time to fight for justice and what's true. And you're a million miles away from the modern day Tottenham youth, making excessive expenses claims. Google it, it's true. Eating good at our expense while we have to fight for food. Tax to death and tax to debt. Tell me what's the difference? And you're no different from the average politician. Two-faced, fork-tongued, double-speaking pawn. This man voted for the Iraq war. A war based on lies. People deceived. The West got money while the Middle East bleeds. Patriotic parents sent their children off to fight. For honour, for country, for oil, for money. Sacrificed on a lie. Sold his soul, don't you know, to be the minister without portfolio. Nobody knows why he'd fold for an indefinable empty role. His deal with that devil Tony Blair was sweet. An empty portfolio, those are cheap. So, not only no portfolio, no soul, no backbone, no moral code. A man without his honour is not a man, behold a wreck. And I guess that's why June Sarpong left. How can a man who claims to be a representative of the poor vote for an immoral, abysmal, deceitful, officially illegal war? As you resonate on that, I render you to silence. I see what you're selling, and I just don't buy it. Dear David Lammy, you're a dark-skinned crook. Please name the charities who received the proceeds of your book. The dust hadn't settled yet, you exploited the riot. Quickly rewrites an already finished book on the quiet. I predicted this, and I predicted that. Can you predict a kick? Can you predict a slap? 4 legs good, mate. 2 legs bad. And you've become a pig, mate. You look fat. Belly full of privilege, bladder full of money. Laughing at the common folk, but I don't see what's funny. God bless Bernie Grant, a politician of the people. And you're not any shadow, you could never be his equal. You fold under pressure. I've seen that myself. And your career's over. You've been on the shelf. All on your lonesome, a tall fall to the ground. Turned your back on the Tottenham youth so they burnt the city down. The only thing you should be thinking while you're sitting up in Parliament is if I don't get justice for Mark Duggan, another riot starting. Only ever seen in town when he's begging for your vote. Try and ask him some real shit. You'll never get a quote. Minister for Tottenham, but you don't live on the ends. Privileged flat in Westminster, another house up in Crouch End. There are no jobs for life, Margaret Thatcher rightly said. And this should be your mantra every time you go to bed. As long as I exist, it means your job is under threat. A poet's hand could finish you. My power's in my pen. As you resonate on that, I render you to silence. I see what you're selling. I just don't buy it.